What's up, YouTube? Hopefully you guys won't get too much wind with this, but I traded in the old 17 Mustang V6 manual for a 2.0t Camaro RS LT1. I have to say I am in love. I am absolutely in love. Now, does the car just totally shame the Mustang? No, because there are a lot of things that I miss about my Mustang. Like, I'd done the exhaust to make the V6 sound good, so I do miss the grumbling. I miss shifting through my gears, something that's becoming a lost art. So I do miss that about my Mustang, but this small motor is, now, one, good on gas, and it's pretty quick. People talk about it, but it's actually a pretty quick motor. In addition to that, the car, GM does a suspension like nobody else in the world. And this chassis, you can tell if you know about cars and you're not a brand whore, this chassis is worthy of a car that is twice the price of this car. I have to say that. It reminds me of my BMWs. I started off as a European fan, and it reminds me of the old BMWs from back in the day. Maybe the latest one you could kind of say is early 2000s. I forget which E designation that is, because I've had a lot of them. But anyway, it reminds me of that light, nimble, connected feeling. Steering is great. I love the 20-inch wheels. I don't have to do anything with that. I think I'm going to tint it, get a tail on the back, a proper tail. Maybe upgrade the tail lights eventually, and I'm going to have to do the exhaust. Love the standard features. Apple CarPlay, I just tell it what to do. It reads my text messages to me. I verbally respond. If I'm thinking like, where's the closest Starbucks? I just say, I push the voice command and I say, hey Google, where's the closest Starbucks? And it said, okay, navigating to the closest Starbucks. And it just pulls it up. It doesn't ask you a dozen questions like manufacturers' systems. Oh, that cup was a gift along with a hat from the Chevy dealership. I told the guy, I said, I thought I would never buy a Chevrolet product because of interiors. But this interior is quality, especially for the price range. It's a really quality interior, superior to my Mustangs, I have to say. But the Mustang had more upgradability to the infotainment and stuff like that. But outside of that, great vehicle. Wish I would have gotten a stick. I miss it. I know traffic can be a irritant, but it's not worth giving up that stick. But I'm going to deal with it. I'm going to live with it. But chose a beautiful color, I think. I'll let you guys take a look at the motor. It's not like you don't know already. One thing I do love or like. Give me a second here. I've never opened the hood, so there we go. One thing I do like, I'll give you a quick look at the door panels. I keep my wallet down there. The Mustang had a really deep pocket that I loved, and the sunglass holder was the perfect place to keep my wallet, because I had my car. A guy attempted to steal my Mustang. I guess it was a guy. And I had forgotten the key in it. And he couldn't drive a stick. How do I open this thing? Okay, I had to edit that because I'd never opened the hood. This reminds me of a motor. I can't remember which one it is. I think it's BMW's from like the mid-90s, the 4-cylinder. I can't remember exactly, but it reminds me of some European motor and just the way that it looks. But I guess how different can a 4-cylinder be? I also like something else about this versus my Mustang. It came with shocks. You don't have to do it aftermarket. Nobody wants to use a prop to hold up a hood. And I love the clamshell design. So I think Chevy did a great job, especially coming with a standard 7-inch screen on the inside. The seats are comfortable, like the Mustang. To be honest, you can't go wrong with either one of the cars. But I have learned something after dealing with both vehicles. The Mustang is America's muscle car. People would come from everywhere. Kids would try to race me all the time. It was so much attention, every stoplight, especially with my exhaust being so loud. People just stared at that Mustang all the time, asked me questions about it. So I've learned that that's America's muscle car. However, the Camaro's like a, she's right on the heels with popularity, but the Mustang is the winner in that regard. Some might even say in looks. And I can agree, the Mustang was a looker. However, as you spend time looking at this car in detail, close up, you wash it, you follow the body lines, I'm beginning to favor this one a little more. But we'll see. Something about these body lines, it's more snubbed than the Mustang, and I think that's why it gets the award right off the back, because it has a more elongated look. So the curves always look better on a much longer frame. So I think that's why it probably looks better from the get-go. But once you study the design on this one, you start seeing little nuances, and you start saying, man, this is, beautiful car. And beautiful daytime running lights, grille. To say it's a base model, gotta love it. Anyway, so pose any questions you might like. I know some of you guys are thinking about leaving the Mustang and coming to a Chevy or vice versa. I can actually give you some insight. I loved both cars. I'm not a brand whore. I'm not going to try to uplift one more than the other because I like the brand or I don't want to be honest about something. The Mustang wins in the back, though. You got to give it that. Mustang clearly wins in the back. There's no question in my book. So send me your questions or anything like that, and I'll try to follow up.